In today's video, I'll be showing a nice, quick and easy gold farm you can do in Naxx. As a prerequisite, you'll need to gather 4 more players to kill Naxx the Plaguebringer. We're doing this in the 10-man version as it's easier to get a group together to kill the boss. I want to thank the following guildies who helped me kill Naxx to make this video: Aki, Boozed, Brand, Godking, Nafi, Pinky, Sleaze, Wee, and Works. Thank you guys so much. Many of you helped me on multiple occasions to make stupid stuff happen, so I appreciate that a lot. Thanks. You can kill Naxx easily with 1 tank, a few DPS, and 1 healer, as long as you also have a D curse in the group, but it's much faster to kill if you have a full 10-man group, but I know that's not really realistic for like a weekly farm that you want to do. So if that's not something that you think you can gather on a weekly basis to get this boss down, then this farm might not be for you. I did not test this farm in 25-man because I didn't want to put together a bigger group, but if you have access to the players and you're able to get in here with a Naxx kill, then you may be able to see some higher gold values and drop rates for the 25-man version, although I'm not really too sure since they changed the loot from 25-man into the 10-man version, so it could be the same. If you're able to test it, let me know down below in the comments or in the Discord how that goes for you. Anyways, once you've got Naxx dead, it's actually a very simple and easy to do farm. You'll want to have a decent set of avoidance gear. I like to go between 75 and 80% avoidance total, with a block value of over 2,000. Less than this and you may run into some issues with the mobs because they are 10-man raid mobs, and even though they're just trash, they do hit kind of hard. But my paladin's gear is actually really outdated. I didn't even really gear it in the old war phase. I do have a few pieces, but not really. So if you've been keeping up to date with your paladin's gear, then you definitely shouldn't have any problem at all. All we're going to do is go into the room after Naxx and start killing all of the bats and the worms that are in here. They actually drop a decent amount of raw gold as well as frostweave cloth and greens, blues, and epics, which means this is a great farm for disenchanters, but can also be useful for people who don't have enchanting. All you have to do is gather up these groups of bats and worms. 1 to 2 groups at a time is generally best. If you have better gear than me, you can try 3 or 4 groups. If you have worse gear than me, then you should probably do 1 group. Your target priority should be the Plague Beast. He has a nasty damage over time effect that you can dispel, so just make sure you dispel it anytime you see it. You'll also notice a stacking debuff up to 3 that increases your damage taken. However, it stacks so quickly that it's pretty much impossible to keep this off of you. So you mostly just want to leave that debuff alone, but when you get the debuff from the Plague Beast that does damage over time, it has a different icon. You'll notice it, you'll be able to cleanse it off rather quickly. For this farm and any other farm, I recommend using the T9 Libram because it has a nasty strength proc from your Seal of Vengeance damage. In order to make use of it, you do have to weave in some Seal of Vengeance when you can in order to maintain the buff. You should otherwise be using Seal of Light because you will be taking increased damage during this farm. If you don't have enough block value, then you can use the block value Libram instead. However, it's a large damage loss to not use the strength Libram. One more thing that you should know: in order for this farm to work, you're going to need a second character or account to reset the raid. You won't be able to run outside and reset on your main character due to the way that the raid resets actually work. So when you finish clearing the room, you actually need to log out of your paladin and let the leader of the group reset the dungeon. Doing this teleports you back to the start and will respawn the mobs. You'll be able to do this 5 times per hour, and since the farm only takes 6 to 7 minutes to complete, you'll be able to have some free time to do whatever else you want to do. When you reach your dungeon lockouts after you do the logout and reset, it'll port you to Dalaran, which is kind of useful because you can go to the auction house and post items, and you can empty your bags or do whatever else you need to do. In my experience so far with the farm, you'll be looting about 70 gold in pure cash and between 100 and 200 gold in items every 7 to 10 minutes. You can even get lucky on some runs and get an epic, which can be disenchanted for even more gold. Overall, this is a very quick and easy farm, with the only downside being the raid boss standing in your way. If you're interested in seeing some more farms that don't require killing a raid boss, make sure you subscribe to my channel, as I will be releasing some more shortly. It's just taking me a bit longer to make videos these days because my work schedule is so crazy right now. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm just gonna let it play out and you can kind of see me do the logout and reset and appear at the front. Let me know down below if you end up trying it and it works for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.